pretend you're an aerobics instructor.
I think is this okay?
Yeah.
Amazing. So, talking about all of Erin's wonderful qualities is actually not very much of a departure from how I typically spend my mornings, or the end of my day, or anywhere in the middle. As Erin's colleague and someone who looks to her as a mentor, an advisor, and a friend, the number of times I think to myself, what would Erin do, is absolutely outstanding. I actually don't really know how she gets any work done, with me and a number of other people constantly going to her for guidance, advice, moral support, technical expertise, a compassionate ear, the list goes on. So this award celebrates those who helped build the Canada of today through extraordinary contributions. A single person making a profound impact on their community and beyond is extraordinary in and of itself, but it begins with making a profound impact on individuals. I see Erin do this every day in our workplace, influencing others to be the best version of themselves, professionally and personally, by encouraging those who struggle, advocating for those who need a voice, consistently uplifting the achievements and accomplishments of others. And these additive impacts resonate beyond our office and contribute to our organization's workplace culture in general. To me, this is what a true leader is. It's about inspiring others to embrace their potential and empowering them to be leaders in their own right. Erin consistently fosters an environment where everyone feels valued, and through her dedication and support, she's helped cultivate a generation of leaders who are not only skilled, but also compassionate and inclusive. Not just at work, but also at home, where she has raised an incredibly talented, strong, and kind daughter who already has and will continue to make a similar profound impact in her community. So, Erin, thank you very much from a lot of us who are able to reach out to you when we're celebrating, when we're in tears and need advice, or when we run out of gas on the side of the road. Congratulations.
I shouldn't be surprised that Erin surrounds herself with such wonderful people. But had I known more of you before this morning, I think we could have done a nice job collaborating to make this as awkward as possible. So good morning, my name is Darcy Delaney. I'm President and CEO here at the YMCA. So I've had the really pleasure of working closely with Erin for a number of years now. Before I get into my remarks, our past president, Ben Coles, who really wanted to be here today, had sent some comments that I'll just share. Sorry, they're on my phone. So nobody needs me to paraphrase for them, so I'm just gonna read this directly from Ben. It truly lifted my month to learn that Erin was being acknowledged with this award. To recognize someone whose character beams as brightly as their actions. With her ever-present calm disposition, you can be assured that she will bring a peace and clarity to whatever the situation, no matter how challenging. Her warm smile, intelligence, and beautiful sense of humor effortlessly brighten rooms. Above all, her deep kindness touches those who are fortunate enough to cross paths. Today, we can celebrate not just Erin's achievements, but the incredible person and embodied traits of one who is truly deserving of such recognition. To a wonderful friend, congratulations, Ben Coles. So when I first had the opportunity to nominate some folks for the King Charles III Coronation Medal, it didn't take long for Erin's name to come to mind. During the time that I've gotten to know you, Erin, you've always been a model for kindness, patience, compassion, and service to others. Whether it was in board meetings or our bi-weekly check-ins, so I actually did have the real pleasure and privilege of a scheduled meeting with Erin every 2 weeks. Or just the good fortune to run into you here at the Y or elsewhere in the community. You've always been someone that I can trust to give great advice, help with tough decisions, and especially the ones that affect other people, and reassure me whenever I've doubted myself. It was during all these meetings and Teams calls that I've gathered little clues about all the things that you're doing in this community to support people in our community and the authenticity with which you do it. Over time, I believe a person's true colors will always reveal themselves, and I'm sure that it's no surprise to anyone in this room that one of your truest qualities is how often you put other people before yourself. I learned a little bit about the work you've done on diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, and abilities at Dillon, through subtle comments maybe that you've made in some of our meetings at one time or another, and then more importantly through your consistent offer to me to help the YMCA be an organization that is inclusive. The same can be said about a conversation we had while working on our strat plan, and considering how we can purposefully and mindfully acknowledge the YMCA's role and relationship with Indigenous people and the First Nation communities that we live and operate within. I'm grateful to have learned more about that work from you, and you're always so generous with your time and your expertise in these fields. Part of the nomination, I was thinking about other things that you do, and I don't know much about the work that you're doing sometimes, but encouraging women and girls to get involved in STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and math for any of you engineers who don't know, and some environmental work as well. It's just, truly an honor to be in the presence of somebody who is always doing the right thing. And above being a YMCA board member, I consider you a person as a mentor and a friend, Erin. Anytime I've shared a challenging situation with you, you naturally consider how our decisions will affect people involved. And it's a truly selfless quality that you possess, and I admire often and appreciate always. You've helped guide our YMCA through several initiatives that have doubled our impact for single mothers who are needing support, youth who benefit from social connections, and thousands of members who consider the YMCA to be a part of their daily routine and community. And if all these things weren't enough to keep you busy, I know that you still manage to put your family first. You humbly and proudly, at the same time, dichotomy, not an easy thing to do, share the trials and stories of balancing your role as a parent to a very busy teenage athlete, multi-sport athlete, and the difficulties that I can share with you in that one, and your commitment to Jay, and being a life partner. So it takes a lot, it takes a village, and you've been a great member of our community, and I want to thank you very, very much. And so for all those reasons, you were selected to be awarded the King Charles III Coronation Medal of Honor. And I'd like to present that to you now. We'll do a photo. Yeah, like that. So I wasn't sure if you're going to want to wear it around the office.
Yes, absolutely.
At least for a week, and then we'll get it framed. Don't bring me. Speech.
Can you all hear me? Thank you, Darcy and Rebecca and Elizabeth, for your kind words. And thank you all for being here. It is humbling and a touch overwhelming. I think it's fitting. I grew up at the Y. My mom worked at the Y. My first job was at the Y as a basketball coach, if you can believe that. And then as a lifeguard, I was able to take swimming lessons at whatever city we lived in, which was a lot growing up across the country. And when I was in middle school, I was in a program at the Mountain YMCA called Leader Corps, and that ignited in me a flame to be a doer in my community, I think, and is probably the reason that I'm standing in front of you all here today. And so many of you here have come before me and shown me leadership and taught me, and you've come alongside me and shown me support, and you've inspired me, and I just saw somebody. I'm so grateful to be part of this community with you all here, and I can't wait to see what we do next. So thank you very much.